How are you, Alisa?
Hi sis.
هاي كيفك اليوم؟
Fine you.
فاين. الحمد لله على السلامة.
يعني ميرسي.
صرتي أحسن؟
شوي.
يا شوي شوي بتصيري أحسن.
Yes.
مرحبا أستاذ.
هلا كيفك توماس؟
منيح، أنت كيفك؟
الحمد لله.
ايوه استاذ.
هلا هاي جاز. Yeah, let's start. We solved about 6 problems logarithm. Now we are going to start with exponential. These exercises are from the mastering, they are not solved. Let f be a function defined on R by fx equals e to the minus 2x minus 2e to the minus x plus 1, and C is its representative curve in an orthonormal system OIJ. Calculate limit as x tends to plus infinity. Plus e to the minus infinity, how much, if you remember? How much is e to the minus infinity?
0.
0.
E to the plus infinity. How much?
Plus infinity.
Plus infinity. What is the derivative? What is the derivative of
بينزل
the
يكون
exponential؟
تحت.
يعني شو derivative لل e to the u؟
يو
u
إي يو.
prime u prime eu u prime مش بينزل u لتحت، بينزل derivative للu لتحت u prime eu. Now part 1, calculate limit لل fx as x tends to plus infinity and deduce an asymptote d to c. How to calculate the limit as x tends to plus infinity? So limit as x tends to plus infinity equals of fx equals e to the minus infinity minus 2e to the minus infinity plus 1. What will be the limit?
0 and 1.
1. Deduce an asymptote d to c. What is the asymptote here? What is the type of the asymptote? Come on. So here, x tends to minus infinity, y tends to 1, then y equal 1 is a horizontal asymptote. X tends to minus infinity, y approaches 1, then line D of equation y equal 1 is a horizontal asymptote. Part 2. Calculate limit as x tends to plus infinity. Limit as x tends to plus infinity to minus infinity of fx بصير e to the plus infinity minus e to the plus infinity plus 1 بصير infinity minus infinity indeterminate. شو بنعمل؟
highest degree. لا
بدنا ناخذ highest degree إذا بدك. مين highest degree؟
b minus 2x.
Okay, and what will be the limit? Plus
E
infinity.
plus infinity.
So, or I can take common. So limit as x tends to minus infinity of fx equal limit as x tends to minus infinity. I take e minus x common. e minus x common بضل معنا e minus x minus 2. Replacing x by minus infinity, we get e to the plus infinity is a plus infinity, e to the plus infinity is a plus infinity minus 2 plus 1. It will become infinity minus infinity. Infinity times infinity is infinity. Any questions?
No.
I will repeat. Limit as x tends to minus infinity. We replace x by minus infinity. It becomes e to the plus infinity minus e to the plus infinity. It will be infinity minus infinity. Take common e to the minus x. Without e to the minus x minus 2. Replacing x by minus infinity, we get infinity into infinity, which is plus infinity. Part 3. Find f prime x and set up the table of variations. What is f prime x? What's the derivative of e to the minus 2x?
minus 2e to the power minus 2x.
Good. And minus 2e to the minus x, what is its derivative?
Plus 2e
Minus x.
of x, yes.
Okay. So fx equals part 3 e to the minus 2x minus 2e to the minus x plus 1. f prime بعمل derivative للpower. Derivative لل minus 2x is minus 2 e to the minus 2x. Derivative لل e to the minus x. Derivative of the minus x is minus 1 multiplied by minus 2. It becomes plus 2 e to the minus x. Derivative of 1 is 0. I take e to the minus x or 2e to the minus x common. Minus e to the minus x plus 1. F prime x equal to 0. This one is always positive. So I take 1 minus e to the minus x equal to 0. E to the minus x equal 1. Ln the two sides. Ln e to the minus x equal ln 1. Yani minus x equals 0. Yani x equals 0. Now to make the table of variations, we put the domain f prime x, fx, to know the sign after 0. If I take 1 here and I replace it in the derivative, 1 هيدي positive, minus e to the minus 1 plus 1 is positive. So here positive, here is negative, decreasing, increasing. At minus infinity, we get plus infinity. At plus infinity, the limit is 1. At plus infinity is 1.
Says header 1 show for from 0.
But أنا أعرف sign the derivative, I take 1 and I replace it in the derivative in order to know the sign.
Yes.
F of 0 equal e to the 0 minus 2 e to the 0 plus 1, we get 0. Any questions?
No.
Did you write all of you?
Yes.
Okay. Now, part 4. Prove that C has a point of inflection I to be determined. How to determine the point of inflection? Is the point where the second derivative is 0 and changes sign. Is the point where the second derivative, f double prime, equal to 0 and changes sign. So I have to determine f double prime of x, part 4. This is f prime x. F double prime of x. Derivative the minus 2 is minus 2 times minus 2 is 4 e to the minus 2x plus derivative of minus x is minus 1 minus 2 e to the minus x. Taking 2 e to the minus x common, minus x common, we get 2 e to the minus x minus 1. We factorize by taking e to the minus x common. Now we solve, the second derivative is 0. Second derivative is 0. It means that had a second derivative, had a positive always, cannot be 0. Had a positive. So I take 2e to the minus x minus 1 equal to 0. So e to the minus x equals half ln the two sides, minus x equal ln half equal ln 1 minus ln 2. Ln 1 is 0 equal minus ln 2. Remove minus from minus, then x equal ln 2. F of ln 2 e to the minus 2 ln 2 minus 2e to the minus ln 2 plus 1. على الكالكوليتر بتصير 1 over 4 minus 1 plus 1 equal 1 over 4. You have to prove it changes sign. F double prime minus infinity plus infinity. Here f prime x. So here f double prime of x, positive, negative, then the point I ln 2 1 over 4 is a point of inflection.
Only كمان above or below zero.
لا fish above below, point of inflection, not position. Determine the point of intersection of C with the asymptote. كيف يجي intersection between a curve and the asymptote?
Y equals to y.
Y equals to y. What is y? What is y?
Y. It says y e minus 2x minus 2e
Yeah.
minus.
So we put y equal y. E minus 2x minus 2e to the minus x plus 1 equal 1. 0. I take e to the power minus x common. E to the minus x minus 2 equals 0. This one is always positive. I don't take it. So e to the minus x minus 2 equal to 0. E to the minus x equal to minus x equal ln 2 equal x equal minus ln 2. نعمل لها replace بالfunction تطلع 1. So this is the point where C cuts D at minus ln 2, 1. Now part 6.
Part 5
draw
في كيف حتكتب
part 5 يلا. It is done. Part 6. Draw D and C. Draw D and C. This is the line y equal 1, horizontal asymptote. The point of intersection with the horizontal asymptote is minus length to minus 0.71. This is the intersection, the curve. 0, 0 is the minimum. You can take as much as possible particular points. The curve is decreasing to the minimum, then it increases near the horizontal asymptote. Only it cuts the horizontal asymptote at one point. Minus 0.7. Yes?
Stars هسه.
Let G be a function. Let G be a function defined by Gx equal len into Fx. Yeah, بس 1 minute. جاني phone 1 minute.
ما بأس أستاذ.
Okay, معنى الفانكشن Gx equal len Fx and G is its representative curve. Find the domain of definition of G. How to find the domain of definition of G? How to find the domain of definition of G and set up the table of variation. How to find the domain of G شباب وصبايا؟ Yes.
نعم derivative
No, كيف اجيب الدومين للن function؟
نعمل positive ناخذ
Fx positive.
yes.
Fx positive.
فيني نشوف كمان هي الجراف.
هشوف الجراف اكيد. When Fx positive طلعوا على الجراف. Fx positive.
From minus infinity, the minus
from minus infinity till 0 union 0 plus infinity. No, at 0 it is 0. So to find the domain of definition of the function gx equal ln fx positive, graphically the domain of definition هو minus infinity 0 union 0 plus infinity. Clear about the domain? And set up the table of variations. How to set up the table of variations? Let's determine the limit first. Limit as x tends to plus infinity of fx, of gx, equal limit as x tends to plus infinity of ln fx. على plus infinity طلع معنا 1. Limit as x tends to plus infinity of fx هي 1. بصير ln 1 equal 0. It means that y equals 0 is a horizontal asymptote to the function g. Limit as x tends to minus infinity of gx equal ln على minus infinity ال fx لقيت معنا plus infinity equal plus infinity. Now limit as x tends to 0 of fx. f of 0 طلعت معنا 0 بتصير ln 0 which is minus infinity. يعني x equals 0 is a vertical asymptote. So limit as x tends to plus infinity طلع 0 of gx. Limit as x tends to minus infinity طلع plus infinity. Limit at 0 is minus infinity. Now to calculate the derivative g prime x equals u prime على u يعني f prime x على fx. Derivative of ln fx هي f prime x ln u هي u prime على u يعني f prime x over fx. Means that g prime takes the same sign as f prime. G prime takes the same sign as f prime. And fx is positive. معناتها g prime x has same sign as f prime. Sign ال f prime مثل ما شفنا قبل الزيرو negative بعد الزيرو positive. So here table of variations. This is 0. Before 0 it is negative. After 0 it is positive. Decreasing, increasing. على minus infinity طلع limit plus infinity. على 0 طلع minus infinity. وعلى plus infinity طلع عنا 0.
أستاذ كيف عرفنا same sign من فوق؟
f prime g prime x equal f prime x over fx. F is positive. So f prime and the g prime have the same sign. We look at the sign of f prime from the table here. Negative, positive. show that the line dy equal minus 2x is an asymptote of g. أي infinity بعبارة عن asymptote line y equal minus 2x. We are going to prove it at minus infinity. Why at minus infinity? Because the limit at minus infinity طلع معنا infinity. while plus infinity طلع عنا zero horizontal asymptote. So limit as x tends to minus infinity of gx plus 2x equals gx is ln fx plus 2x. Here we have ln, here we don't have ln. We add ln here in order that we can make them one expression. 2x, I can put it ln e to the power 2x. 2x, I can put it ln e to the power 2x. Ln a plus ln b equal ln a times b. Ln a plus ln b equal ln a times b. بتصير ln e to the minus 2x minus 2e to the minus x plus 1 times e to the power 2x. We multiply them. We multiply e to the minus 2x. ضل limit 1 minus 2ex plus e power 2x, limit as x tends to minus infinity. بتصير ln 1 e to the minus infinity is 0 و e to the minus infinity is 0 equal ln 1 means the line y equal minus 2x is an oblique asymptote to g at minus infinity.
بس فيك تنزل تحت. Okay.
Solve each of the following equations: gx equals 0 and gx equal minus 2x. First, gx equals 0. Gx equals 0 means ln fx equal to 0. In fx equal 1. بشيل ln 1 هو 0, so fx equals 1. Then e to the minus 2x minus 2e to the minus x plus 1 equal 1. I take e to the minus x common. يصير عندنا e to the minus x minus 2 equal to 0. This one is positive, I don't take it. So e to the minus x equals 2. Minus x equal ln 2, x equal minus ln 2. So the point here minus ln 2, 0. Fgx equals 0 means ln fx equals 0 means fx equal 1. We replace fx by its value. So we get the following. Now gx equal minus 2x. Ln e to the minus 2x minus 2e to the minus x plus 1 equal minus 2x. To remove ln, I add e to the next side. To remove ln, then e to the minus 2x minus 2e to the minus x plus 1 equal e to the minus 2x. E minus 2x, e minus 2x, 0. Then e to the minus x equals half minus x equal minus ln 2 يعني x equal ln 2. بعمل ln على الجهتين بصير ln e to the minus x equal ln half, then minus x equal ln 1 minus ln 2, and then minus x equal minus ln 2, so x equal ln 2. The last part, draw D and G in a new system. This is another new system. Line D, y equal minus 2x. Is it x0 or y0? Is it x1 and y equal minus 2? This is 1 minus 2. I draw the oblique asymptote. Now gx equal to 0 طلعت معنا minus ln 2 تقريبا minus 0.7. هاي البوينت minus ln 2. وهذا كمان جبنا الانترسكشن مع اللاين minus 2x طلعت الاكس equal ln 2 بصير ln 2 minus ln 2. ln 2 is 0.7 minus 1.4. بتطلع معنا this is the point of intersection of the curve with the oblique asymptote.
شو هاي البوينت استاذ؟ coordinate.
هذه ln 2 يعني 0.7 minus 2 ln 2 minus 1.4. Now the curve is decreasing. The curve is decreasing near the oblique asymptote. It cuts the x-axis at minus ln 2, then continues to minus infinity. Second branch, 0 minus infinity till infinity 0. We get this part. Okay, Thomas, هيدا ln 2, هيدا minus 2 ln 2. Okay, this is all for today. We'll continue tomorrow. Any questions?
No.
باي باي.
General أي ساعة؟ General أي ساعة بدك تاخذوا اليوم؟
هلا
1:15.
1:15.
أي ساعة بدك؟
1:15.
اوكي
Okay.
أوكي.
يلا باي.
باي باي. باي.